Hi, my name is Alicia Lehrer. I'm the Executive Director of the Woonasquatucket River Watershed Council. Today, I'm here to give you a tour of the Woonasquatucket River Watershed. For more than 25 years, we've been working to restore, improve, and protect the Woonasquatucket River so that it can be a recreational, environmental, cultural, and economic asset for the state of Rhode Island and the folks that live here. We partner with federal, state, and municipal governments, as well as corporations and nonprofit organizations, to improve the quality of life for the folks that live in the Woonasquatucket River watershed. That's more than 25% of the state's population and thousands of native species. Let's take a look. Today, the Woonasquatucket River Greenway is vibrant and growing, with green spaces, transit trails, and access to restored river habitats. We are proud of our partnership with artists and our communities to showcase our region's creativity and natural habitats. One quick example. At Georgiaville Pond Beach, local artist Heidi Bourne worked with us to engage students in Smithfield at Raymond LaPerche Elementary to design, create, and install a tile mosaic depicting the diversity of underwater life supported by the river and its ponds. And we offer education and recreation programs that reach thousands of people each year. But how did we get here? Our story started right here in Olneyville in the mid-1990s when Fred Lippitt was the chair of the Providence Plan, another nonprofit created to improve quality of life. After decades of declining industry, Olneyville was the most impoverished neighborhood in Providence. This site, Riverside Park, was a pile of rubble that was once Riverside Mills, a 12-mill building complex powered by the Woonasquatucket River. The collapsed mill industry of Olneyville left a polluted river and vacant, neglected land. Many community members didn't own vehicles, and public transit was inadequate. Fred and the Providence Plan brought in Jane Sherman as a key volunteer. Jane attended more than 100 community meetings, working with residents to develop a revitalization plan, including safe places for families to play and alternative ways to travel to downtown Providence. That's how the Woonasquatucket Greenway project began, as a plan to create green spaces and a multi-use transit trail along the river. With the help of U.S. Senators Jack Reed, John Chafee, and Lincoln Chafee, big changes began. Senator Reed championed designating Olneyville as a brownfield showcase community, bringing in $1 million in investment from Housing and Urban Development that began the transformation of abandoned land along the river and helped secure more than $16 million for the Woonasquatucket River Greenway bike path. Senator John H. Chafee's leadership also helped designate the Woonasquatucket as an American Heritage River in 1998. The Woonasquatucket River Watershed Council incorporated in 2001 to continue to build the Greenway and connect other communities along the river. This tour highlights more than 25 years of change that has been sustained through the support of donors like you. The Woonasquatucket River Watershed Council has led the creation of more than 75 acres of public green space and 7 miles of multi-use trail we refer to as the Woonasquatucket River Greenway. Investments from our federal, state, local, and private partners help us maintain the Greenway and continue its development. One of our signature projects is the amazing transformation of Providence's Riverside Park, which now includes a community garden and a showcase of projects that capture and clean stormwater before it can get into the river using natural systems like plants and soils. These include bioswales, green roofs, and rain gardens. Riverside Park is also home to the Red Shed Bike Camp, the Atlantic Mills Fish Ladder, our River Ranger team, and our environmental education programs. WRWC's work has also revitalized Olneyville's Denigian and Merino parks. Once abandoned and dangerous, Denigian and Merino parks are now safe green spaces for fresh air and exercise. The Woonasquatucket Greenway's multi-use trail starts in downtown Providence and continues on and off-road through Olneyville. The trail ends about a mile into Johnston with more extensions and connections planned for the coming years. A recent addition is the Woonasquatucket Adventure Park, adjacent to Merino Park. Designed for biking, parkour, and skateboarding, we developed the Adventure Park collaboratively with local youth. In 2004, when we first started talking about helping fish get around or through dams on the river to allow new generations of river herring to repopulate the Woonasquatucket River, people thought we were crazy because the Woonasquatucket was so small, urban, and industrial. Now, river herring and other fish are back, traveling from the Atlantic through the Manton Pond Dam Nature Lake Fishway in Johnston. Manton, the last of 5 dams where we have open fish passage, was completed in 2017. Now we have spawning grounds for 40,000 adult herring through 4.5 miles of river. Our volunteers count returning fish at the Rising Sun Mills Fish Ladder. The first dam on the river opened in 2007. We've counted almost 40,000 in 1 year. Way to go, little Woonasquatucket, restoring our river, bay, and ocean fish food chains. Our staff and volunteers also check out the fish species in the river in Smithfield at Whipple Field, so we can keep track of how well our clean water and habitat restoration efforts are going. More variety, size, and numbers mean the system is getting better all the time. The Centerdale Manor Superfund cleanup in North Providence and Johnston removes toxic chemicals from the river bottom. When finished in 2025, the river will be much cleaner and safer for the people and animals that use it. And we can open up new habitat for all upstream. We're excited to share what's next for the Woonasquatucket community. We're adding more green spaces, cleaning more stormwater pollution, making our communities more climate and flood resilient, bringing hundreds of students and families to the river to learn and enjoy the beautiful outdoor spaces, and always celebrating with art. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about the Woonasquatucket River Watershed Council. We can't do it without people like you as part of our team. Your investment in our collaborative superpower helps us engage thousands of residents, especially youth, in making positive change on the ground that we can all be proud of. Thank you for your support, and thank you for joining us today.